Hi Mary, I'm sorry it took me a few days to figure out the technicalities of how to make this video, but here we go. This is a promotion video to incentivize the people that you want to reach to sign up for this special Christian themed 10 days tour of the Holy Land with me, with Danny the Digger. And we will cover quite a lot of sites. Here is a glance of what we will do. I'll also send you a link where you can see on my website in detail what we're going to cover on each day. But in so many words, on the first day, meeting you and greeting everyone, we will head straight into Tel Aviv. People will check into the hotel and we'll have an afternoon tour of Jaffa, reviewing sites relating to King Solomon, Prophet Jonah, the vision of Peter on the house of Simon the Tanner. That's all there, but we won't make it too long so people can recover from the jet lag. And on the next day, the big adventure begins. We first head north for a few days, reviewing maybe a bit also of Tel Aviv's history and of course Caesarea, the jewel of the Mediterranean built by King Herod, with significant events also of Christian heritage. Beyond it, we'll go to the Muhaka, the site whose name in Arabic preserves the memory of where Prophet Elijah confronted the Baal and the Asherah prophets. And we'll spend the night in Tiberias. The next day will be devoted to holy Christian sites around the Sea of Galilee, Capernaum, Mount of Beatitudes, the Sea of Galilee boat, the place of the miracle of the multiplication of loaves and fish, and Magdala, hometown of Mary Magdalene. On the next day, we will head up to the northern border of Israel, reaching biblical Tel Dan and Caesarea Philippi, where Peter was given his name, Peter, rock. And from there, we will ascend up to the top of the Golan Heights, review the geopolitics of the region, and reflect the journey that Paul had there on his way to Damascus. Also learn about the local Druze community by having a special local lunch there. Returning to Tiberias for the night, and then on the next day we will visit Cana, where Jesus performed his first miracle, Nazareth, where he grew up, and Armageddon, or Tel Megiddo as it's known archaeologically. All of these sites present very important information archaeologically of both events of the New Testament and the Old Testament. And then finally, we will journey to Jerusalem for the next few nights. So reaching Jerusalem, if there's time, we'll greet the city from Mount of Olives. And then on the next day, we'll head straight into the old city, walk in the footsteps of Jesus according to the Catholic tradition of the Stations of the Cross, reaching the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, visiting the Western Wall, the site of the Last Supper, the Garden of Gethsemane, whatever we could cover on that day. And the next day, we will go into the city of David and go deep into the oldest layers of biblical Jerusalem from the time of King David, King Solomon, King Hezekiah, Prophet Jeremiah. The evidence is just overwhelming. And in the afternoon, we will go to what some consider as the alternative site of Jesus' crucifixion and burial, and that is known as the Garden Tomb. The next day, which we'll try to aim into Shabbat, will be a day where a Palestinian guide will take you to Bethlehem to visit the Church of the Nativity, and it will be followed by a review of the highlights, the archaeological highlights at the Israel Museum, of course starring the Dead Sea Scrolls. On the next day, we will go to the lowest dry place on the planet, the shores of the Dead Sea, passing by Qumran, where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found, the nature reserve of En Gedi, culminating at Masada, the site so famous for the dramatic events of some 2,000 years ago. And we'll end the day with letting the people soak their body, relax, and float on these special waters of the Dead Sea. The next day, the 10th day actually, the last day, will be devoted to the Shpela, that region between Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, where the Battle of David and Goliath took place, where the big Battle of Tel Lachish took place, where there's now a new visitor center, and Bet Shemesh, a site that has uncovered very interesting remains relating to the Ark of the Covenant. So that's quite a packed schedule and quite a few things to cover in those 10 days. So send this video to everyone who thinks of signing up, and I'm here to answer any questions. Thank you and looking forward to seeing you.